You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And it hurt me. So I was just trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. You can't read someone else's mind. You can't figure them out. They got to figure themselves out. So I was like, let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA. And he said, you need to come back to LA because it's getting ready to be fire in Vegas. You need to come back. I love LA. So I said, okay. And he said that I could stay with him. And so I was like, okay. But you have a dog, I have a dog. And he's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, no, this is unacceptable, because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I'm like, dude, I'm the one who has to live here. This is my remote for my phone. You can push play and pause and all that stuff, so that's why I'm holding this. Anyway, and it's way cheaper than the hotel. I told my assistant one day, I have been researching car life. There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just thought, wow, these people, I could do that. I could do this, I think. And I ended up in my car, and it's been, like I said, 3 years.
Immediately, I want her to do a YouTube video and TikTok, period. Immediately. Because I think these are one of the cases, like, she's just like, forget it, you know? And it's really messed up how the industry does people, because her music is very legendary. We still listen to, I was listening to In Vogue the other day. And we've heard the stories of her not getting along with people very well. You know, she wasn't just in Vogue, she was in Lucy Pearl, and that didn't really turn out the way we all thought it was going to turn out. But the song is still hitting. But this is my personal opinion about all celebrities, or celebrities who used to be on their top game and people don't know what's going on with them. They really do have the option to come on social media and really do their thing. Like B2K right now, everybody but Omarion is on TikTok getting the bag heavy. Now, granted, J Book said he was still acting and stuff like that. But, and then, you know, Lil Fizz is doing what Lil Fizz is doing. They still doing their little hustles, but from B5 to Day 26 to In Vogue to all these people that people watch, you know, they can still do their tours. You know, you see Lloyd and everybody, they can do your music tours and stuff like that. But other celebrities that people would not mind watching, go on social media, get the bag. Everybody want to know what you're doing. So you on here talking about you've been living out your car. I'm not getting, like, should she be here? I don't believe she should be here, but I also believe this is the life she chosen, right? And what I mean by that, she said she looked into car life and she was like, I can do that. I'm going to try that. And she's been doing it for 3 years. So whatever she's been doing for 3 years seems like it's been more comfortable for her. And she could turn this into showing the people how to live that. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of people who enjoy just rather living in their car. You know, a lot of them are called minimalists. A lot of people like living in tiny homes. There's people who just live abroad and they just hike and they do all this other stuff, and they really don't want an established house and a picket fence or a mansion or whatever. A lot of people are out there saying, you know, I just rather live life. I don't have no kids. I don't have no responsibilities. So since it's just me, shoot, I'll live out of my car. I'll make a minivan. There's a lady right now on there who lives out of her van, and she's on YouTube, and she went viral for it, and she shows what she does, and she has all her stuff in storage where she goes to storage and she changes and she gets up and she go back because things cost. Everything is going up and up. Mortgage is going up every year because the taxes is going up. Like, it's just a long list of stuff. And, you know, things aren't getting any cheaper. So people are thinking of alternative options. Now, I know when it came out of her mouth, it was more of a shock to say, because people are going to look at this and say, you was this big hit. Why are you where you're at? And I'm pretty sure even with her, she's not sure how she got there, because people usually don't really pay attention on how they get into situations where they're still actively going through it. And then when she found out living in her car was a better option for her at the time, she realized, I just been doing this for 3 years. There, I said it. You know, I'm not, I don't know. I'm not getting that, like, she down bad and she's living out of her car. I'm getting this is what she wants, because she said she looked at it and she just felt like it was a better option. She didn't, you know, the manager was giving her the runaround, and she just found a better option for her. I mean, if she don't want to be no longer in this predicament, I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that reach out. And I really want to know the true story about En Vogue, right? Because we don't ever hear that story. We know they were no longer there. They replaced her with one chick who I thought was a comedian, because at one time she was on All That. It's just a lot with her. So when she first joined En Vogue, I was just over En Vogue after that. I never watched En Vogue after that. I didn't care what Terry and the rest of them were doing. I didn't care for them because to me, the main star was her, in my opinion. The other ones was cool, but for the most part, she was the main thing. So it is what it is. En Vogue is still touring or whatever, doing whatever they're doing. And I know there was a time they tried to get back together and it just did not work. You know, I was actually excited with Salt and Pepper when they finally just worked out their differences and was able to figure it out to get the bag. I thought that was dope. And they turned it into a reality show and everything like that. I believe she can do this too, but that's if she wants to. You know, she didn't say she was homeless. She just said she chose car life. And some people choose that. And good for her. You know, like I said, if she looking to get more income and get more money, we would like to see about how you live on a daily, what car life, what you do after that, life after En Vogue, you know, all that other stuff is, well, I would. I can't speak for everybody else, but I would. So good luck to her. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her story if she gives more of her story. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. I'm out.
We in a no hyena zone. Anti-hyena. Race right.